So this video I'm taking you through a week of my workouts. So this is currently what I've been doing. Obviously my workouts do change every 3 or so weeks. I do my own programming, different type of blocks, stuff like that. But this is currently what I've been doing. So I'm just gonna go through it. I have my laptop with me so I can kind of remember. And like when I edit it, I can see what I'm doing. I hope you really enjoy this video. It's something a bit different I haven't done before, but I do get asked a lot like what I do during the week, my workout routine and stuff like that. So I thought I would just go through it with you. It does change, like each week I do go change from like what movements I start with, just depending on how I'm feeling and like how my body's like recovered and stuff like that from like the weekend or the prior week. So for this week, I was doing heavier lifting. So I was doing intensification stage, which is just where I lift heavier and do like lower reps kind of thing. So starting off this week, I started on Monday with lower body. So I started with sumo deadlifts. I'm making sure I pull the bar. I then engage my glutes. I'm pressing through the floor, standing tall, squeezing my bum before dropping back down. After this, I move into a deficit static lunge. So I put my front foot on a plate to create a deficit so I can go a little bit lower and then going down, coming straight back up and repeating all reps on the same leg before alternating. Next, I go into a B stance hip thrust. So I'm putting one leg out a bit further than the other so I can isolate one glute at a time. I'm thrusting up, keeping constant tension the whole time, therefore never going down to the floor with the plates. Finishing off, I'm going to a back extension. This is where I'm pulling up with my glutes and my hamstrings. I'm staying rounded to create this effect, squeezing my bum at the top, then slowly coming back down and repeating. On Tuesday, I go into upper body. I'm starting with a superset, doing a pull-up for 4 reps into a single arm strict press for 6 reps. This is really heavy. I'm making sure I'm really controlling the weight down with the press and driving straight up without having to bounce in my knees. I'm then going into a barbell press. This is so I can stack on a bit more weight than when I do single arm, carrying the weight across both arms, pressing straight above my head and pushing it through, keeping my core nice and tight is really important. I superset this with a single arm row. This is one of my favorite exercises for my back. I'm pulling it up, I'm holding for about 4 seconds to create enough tension, then lowering the weight back down and repeating. Once I finish this, I finish off with a last superset of tricep dips and a pronated bent over row. I use a cable machine for this row, just to take any emphasis off my lower back due to the workout being quite heavy. So with these dips, I'm going all the way down as far as I can and then driving straight up, squeezing my triceps, popping back down. With the row, I have my hands on top of the bar, keep my chest up tall, I'm slightly leaning forward, I pull back, squeeze, then slowly back to the front again. On Wednesday, I go straight back to lower body. I'm starting this one with hip thrust. Making sure I scoop up, pause at the top if I can, although this is a heavier load, then I'm dropping back down. I then move on to Bulgarian split squats. My stance is a bit narrow, this is personally what works for me. I then go all the way down as low as I can, coming back up, then right back down. Moving into an RDL, this is sped up, but you are supposed to go nice and slow down, coming up. I try not to squeeze before I get to the top, and then go right back down, repeating. I superset this with a cable pull through just to get that extra little burn, pushing my hips back as far as I can, then pulling straight through. And the last superset, I go into a step up. I focus on the eccentric with this so I don't have weight currently on. I'm controlling my body down, creating as much depth as I can before coming back up onto that single leg. I then go into a cable kickback. With this one, I'm bent over, emphasis on the glutes and a heavier weight. On Thursday, I go back into upper body. I finish this off with a bit of a quicker workout. This one's about 45 minutes. For my first 2 exercises, I superset a bench for 6 reps and then a pull-up for 4. This is quite heavy, takes a lot of energy. I then move into 2 trisets. So the first triset is back related. I go into a lat pull down, a single arm row, and a bicep curl, which isn't filmed. I make sure I'm really targeting my back with these. I'm engaging my lats each time I squeeze when I come back to the end of the movement. I then move into my second triset, which is for my chest and shoulders. I'm doing a dumbbell press, making sure I'm pressing up, engaging my core as I do this for safety. I then go into deficit push-ups, really utilizing that I can go all the way down to the ground as far as I can, getting the most range and stretch in my chest. I then finish off with pec flies, which I haven't filmed. This is again just for a stretch in my chest. When I come up, it contracts. And lastly, on Friday, I do finish with a lower body workout again. This time I'm starting with back squats. I'm really trying to focus on driving through my heels, keeping my chest up and my torso nice and tight. I want to make sure when I'm getting to the top, I'm locking my knees out, but I'm not pushing my glutes through, otherwise I'll put too much pressure on my spine. I then move into a dead stop hip thrust. These are quite heavy reps. I'm going all the way to the top, pausing, then coming back down. Moving on, I'm going into my Bulgarian split squat. Again, my stance is quite narrow, it just works best for me. I'm leaning a little bit forward with my torso, coming up, pausing, then going straight back down as low as I can. I then finish off with going into my cable kickback. With this one, I'm a bit more upright than the first one you have seen in this video. Kicking back, pausing, then coming right back in and repeating. So that is my week of workouts that I've currently been doing. It actually is changing next week, but this is what I've been doing for the past pretty much 4 weeks now. So I hope that gives you a bit of insight into my training. Obviously, if you are interested in training as well, I am a personal coach, a trainer. I do online coaching and I do face-to-face PT. So if you're interested in that, feel free to follow me on Instagram at SwayBscots and just send me a DM and let's get straight into coaching. You obviously don't have to train like me. We go to your goals, your needs, accessibility. We go through your nutrition as well. And if you're interested in coaching or you just really need a helping hand just to get you starting off, please DM me at SwayBscots. Definitely chuck me a like or follow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, like I said, my workouts change like every 3 or 4 weeks. I'm just about to start something super exciting, getting my own coach as well because it's so important to learn from others. So I will definitely do an updated version of this in a couple weeks. Bye!